Ignore my lunch. I found this episode strangely compelling, despite not really being like a truly phenomenal episode or anything. This episode managed to hit 3 points very clearly throughout it. First of all, it managed to have legitimate tension. A clone betraying other clones is automatically an interesting mystery for two big reasons. First of all, the fact that how do you find the right clone? They all look like each other with very few visual distinctions. And it would be relatively easy for any clone to look like any other clone. When they go into the mess hall, that was brilliant. Second reason is because the clones think like each other, and thus a clone catching a clone is basically an automatically engaging game of cat and mouse, because they all know how each other thinks. They're clones with the exact same training regime and everything. Their experience after they've fully matured is different, but all of that baseline, all that training, all of that programming basically is all the same. So that's interesting and engaging. I also like it because it brings up an issue that will be brought up here and there later on. Unfortunately, they don't really spend the time necessary to discuss the issue here. That is the issue of clone rights. These people are functionally slaves. Now, the way it's portrayed, the clones are treated with respect and dignity, but they're still slaves. They are still people who were ordered and produced in order to fight in a war. And I like how that's brought up. I wish they did more with that. The third and most final thing is that they have good choreography. In fact, one thing I want to give this show, and I want to give praise to, is the amount of effort they did to vary up the set pieces. In other words, it would have been relatively easy to set like every episode in space or on the same types of ships or whatever to save money. To save money on producing, because every time you see a new area, someone has to go, a team of people have to go and design that area. They have to draw it, they have to map it out, they have to plan it, they have to actually design the geometry, they have to actually make the new textures, and they have to actually map that, and then they have to render it. And that's a huge amount of effort for places that you only see a few times. And it's probably one of the things I appreciate most about this series. I know that sounds like a weird thing, but I really like that. So seeing the new area, seeing some cool fights, seeing Ventress go up against Obi-Wan and Skywalker, that was good stuff. I don't have much to say about it, but it was good stuff. I really love the way the clones managed to outsmart each other in both directions. And again, I kind of wish more of the episode was focused on that. Oh well, I suppose we'll see more next time. See you around, guys.